is the new course on the partial differential equations, and we are going to start with the introduction part for the differential equations. So the chapter 1 is on the ordinary differential equations. The definition is, differential equation is an equation which contains derivatives. For example, dy by dx plus x equal to 6. This equation is involving the derivative of y with respect to x. Y is the function of x, right? So we are derivating y with respect to x. So the equation which is involving the derivatives, this one, or the equation which contains the derivatives, is the differential equation. Next is the ordinary differential equation. A differential equation involving derivatives with respect to a single independent variable is called ordinary differential equation. For example, I'm having dy by dx plus 2xy equal to x cubed. This is the ordinary differential equation involving the derivatives with respect to the single variable x. Here, we have taken the derivative of y with respect to the single variable x, where y is the function of x, right? Now suppose if y is the function of, let's say, x and z, that is y equal to 2x plus z, suppose, then we can derivate this y with respect to x and also with respect to z. So the ordinary differential equation is involving only the single independent variable, that is x. So the equation that involves the derivatives with respect to the single independent variable, that is your x, where y is a function of single variable x. So we can derivate y with respect to only one variable. Okay. So these are the examples of the ordinary differential equations. Here in the first equation, we have derivated y with respect to x. In the second equation also, y is derivated with respect to x twice. And in the second term, we have taken the derivative of y with respect to x, right? In the third equation also, we have taken the derivative of y with respect to x and taking the square. That's okay. In the second term also, we have taken the derivative of y with respect to the single variable. Likewise in the fourth equation also. So these are all the ordinary differential equations. Let's move on further. The partial differential equation. A differential equation involving partial derivatives with respect to two or more independent variables is called the partial differential equation. Just I have explained that if y is a function of both x and z, suppose two variables, so we can derivate y with respect to x and also with respect to z partially. So the fifth example is for the partial differential equation, we are using the sign this as to be curl, C-U-R-L. So we write this as curl of z with respect to x. So z is derivated with respect to x partially. The sign is also called the partial derivative of z. It is the partial derivative of z with respect to x, the first term. Second, the partial derivative of z with respect to y, which means here we are derivating z, where z is the function of x and y, right? So z is partially derivated with respect to x and also it can be partially derivated with respect to y, equal to kz, where k is a constant. In the sixth equation also we are having curl z by curl x. You can also say like this, partial derivative of z with respect to x plus curl z by curl y plus z into partial derivative of z with respect to x and y, right? Then is the order of differential equation. The order of the highest derivative appearing in a differential equation is called the order of the differential equation. That is the order of the highest derivative that appears, right? Suppose in this first equation, here y is derivated with respect to x only one time. Only one time. So it is having the order 1, right? Here y is derivated twice with respect to x, right? So it is of the order 2. And in the second term, y is derivated only one time with respect to x, right? So 2 is the highest order to which y is derivated with respect to x. So order of this differential equation is 2. Here y is derivated only one time with respect to x. Y is derivated only one times with respect to x. So in both the terms we are having 1, 1. So highest order here is only 1. But in the fourth equation, y is derivated thrice with respect to x. In the second term, it is derivated only one time. So what is the highest derivative? 3. So the order is 3. I hope it is very clear to you. Yes? Okay, let's move on to the degree of the differential equation. Degree of the differential equation. The power of the highest order derivative appearing in a differential equation is called the degree of the differential equation. So degree is the power of the highest order that appears, right? In the fourth equation, the highest order is 3. And what is the power for this? It is 2. You have to take the power of the highest order that is appearing in the differential equation. So here, the degree is 2. So degree of the differential equation fourth is 2. In the third equation, what is the degree? Yes, y is derivated only one time. The order is 1. But here the power is 1, here the power is 2. But you have to take the highest one. So degree of this equation is 2. In the second equation, the order is 2. And what is the power for this? It is 1. So the degree is 1. And in the first equation, order is 1. The power is 1. So here also degree is equal to 1. Is it okay? Fine. It is clear about the degree and the order. Order is the highest time the variable is derivated. Highest derivative of y with respect to x, right? And degree is the power of the highest derivative appearing in the differential equations, right? Okay. Moving on to the definition for the general solution of the differential equation. First, let's talk about the simple solution of the differential equation, right? Suppose I'm having the differential equation d square y by dx square plus y equal to 0. It is very important to note that here I have used d because y is a function of only single variable. If y is a function of more than one variable, then I have to use curl, right? Then y will be derivated partially with respect to x and z both, right? For that I have to use this curl. It is also known as the partial derivative. Because here y is a function of only one variable, so you have to use d. So you say like this dy by dx. But here we are saying d square y by dx square. D square y, that is the y is derivated twice. Okay, d square y by dx square plus y equal to 0. This is the equation, right? What is the solution for this? If I take y to be equal to sine of x and putting this value over here and here, I get the left hand side to be 0, right? Which means y is the solution of this differential equation, right? So this is the solution for this differential equation. It is the solution for this differential equation. Now what is the general solution of the differential equation? The solution of differential equation which contains the number of arbitrary constants equal to the order of the differential equation. What is the order of this differential equation? It is 2, right? So its general solution contains 2 arbitrary constants. Whatever be the order of the differential equation, the general equation contains that number of constants. If the differential equation is of order 3, right? I'm also taking the degree for this. Then general solution contains how many number of arbitrary constants? As the order of this differential equation is 3. So the general solution contains 3 arbitrary constants, right? So this is what is the definition for the general solution of the differential equation. Please note this remark. The general solution of an nth order differential equation has n arbitrary constants. So if the differential equation is of order nth, then it must have the number of arbitrary constants to be equal to n. Right? Okay, next is a differential equation of the form dy by dx plus py equal to q. This is the linear equation of first order. Here the order is 1. Now what is p? It is a coefficient of y. And q, you have to take what is present on the right hand side of this equation. Always make the differential equation of this format. So this is the format for the linear equation for the first order. Okay, what is the rule to solve this equation? Writing y and multiplying this with the integrating factor. If is the integrating factor. So y is multiplied with the integrating factor equals to the integration sign. Writing this q over here, and q is again multiplied with the integrating factor dx plus c. Don't forget to write this constant c. Second, what is the integrating factor? It is calculated as e the power integration of p dx. Yes, for the integrating factor you require p. So this is all about the introduction of the differential equations, and in the next content we are going to solve few examples for this linear equation of first order. Okay, thank you.